Let's get it. Let's get it. Well, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year. We are in year 2026. Yo, 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 what's good? Couch Cousins. Welcome back to our another episode of Couples Couch. Thank you all for tuning in. This is our eighth episode, number eight. Um, the very first episode of this 2026 calendar year. Again, my name is Derek.
Happy New Year, Couch Cousins. I'm Nicole, and this is where Black love kicks back, gets real, and laughs out loud. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Couples Couch 24, as well as our IG page at Couples Couch 24. And as you all can see, my arm is in a sling. I'm not sure what I did to it.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother story.
my baby's on injured reserve.
But the show must go on.
Yes, it does. It does. Um, and don't forget to follow my baby's business pages at her business page at Soul Signature Design on Instagram and Soul Signature on Facebook. And our apparel line, Black Line, you all have seen us wear it. We rock it as much as we possibly can. That is on We Are Black Line on IG, and then Black Line on Facebook. That's BLKLINE. And the links, we'll put those in the captions. And also check out our TikTok page.
Yes. And
Yeah,
what is that?
our TikTok page is the Couples Couch. Just check it out, and we got a bunch of clips on there. So you guys can enjoy and just kind of see some stuff we've done. Yes, I'm rocking my 49ers gear because we come on at 7:45, 8 o'clock. So once we get done, I will be tuning in to support my Niners.
All right. What's up, Lacey? I see you watching from Cincinnati. So, babe, let's just jump right on in.
All right.
What was your favorite song of 2025?
That's an easy one. I'm going to go on and shout out Clips, So Be It. That was, to me, that was a banger from the first time I heard it and then the many times after. That is a banger. Clips, the album they put out early this year was nice.
It was.
It was nice. And Pharrell did his thing on that So Be It beat. So that would be my favorite song of last year.
Okay.
So that was a great question, babe. Um,
I think my favorite song, and you guys that are watching with us now, if you could go ahead and just put your favorite song in the comments,
yes.
we would love to know that. I think my favorite song, I mean, now that you mentioned Clips, I'm like, yeah, that was a really good song. But for me, I'm gonna say Chris Brown Depends. I loved that song. I loved learning to do the dance routine. Just everything about that song. I just thought it was a great song. So that is my favorite song of 2025.
Okay.
Lacey, what's your favorite song of 2025? Let us know in the comments. All right, so let's jump into our first segment. It is our hot topic segment. And we always do this segment to kind of warm up. So I did post this question on my Facebook page yesterday, babe. And the question is, do you think a DNA test should be mandatory at birth, no matter if the parents are married or not?
Oh. Hmm. So this question is kind of, it's a little different for me just because of how the situation went down with my oldest child. Um, I don't know if it. See, you're getting into the space of morality. Is it morally okay to demand that there be a DNA test?
Okay.
Because that can raise a lot of questions from the man and the woman. Like, what do you mean mandatory? DNA tests. The only way I could see spinning it to where it's cool is um, if there's a situation where the parties are not a couple, they're not like engaged or married or something like that. But
So you think if they're not married, then it should be mandatory?
I would say probably yeah, just because of um all of the examples of, you know, women saying the child is one person's, and then all of a sudden years later comes out that it's somebody else's, um and that person has poured in emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically to this child, and then come and find out that this child isn't even theirs. So I think,
How many married people have that? That's happened in marriages too, though.
yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, it has. Um, I don't know. I don't know.
Hey Danielle, hey Aisha. Aisha said, "What's the cost and who's paying for it?" So let me just break down. Yesterday, when I asked the question, we got a lot of responses. 75% of the comments said yes, that it should be mandatory, but 25% of you thought it should not be mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like it should just be part of the child's blood work. So something that's covered by insurance. I'm sure a lot of people, some of the people in the 25%, they all said they don't want the government in their business. Some people thought that it was irrelevant if both the parents agreed. But I just
Right.
feel like it becomes a sticky situation when, like you said, this child is grown up to believe that this one person is their father, and then you
Mm-hmm.
come back and find out no, I'm not your father.
Right.
And you've invested all this time and money and emotions into this relationship that you've built with this child, and then find out it's not yours. I
Right.
just think if you make it mandatory, nobody can question, nobody can come back and say I'm not the father.
Right.
I think it would take more than the shows like Maury off the air, because then you don't have those who's the father type shows. But I think it just eliminates a lot of the worry. So for me, I think if, Aisha said who's paying, I think if the government is paying for all these other things, might as well just add that on there, be a part of
So
the child's blood work.
so one thing I thought about while you were, explaining your answer is maybe it can be spun to where we do mandatory DNA tests from a standpoint of, um, if the if a parent or both parents have some type of medical condition, if there's cancer in the, in that family, if there's heart disease in that family, or whatever the case may be, that could be a way of, okay, we got to get DNA tests so that we can check to see if, you know the child has this. Kind of like, remember when Magic Johnson came out with HIV, and I remember him talking about how they had to test EJ to make sure EJ and Cookie didn't have the
Mm-hmm.
virus in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would probably be a reason to make it mandatory, if, from a health standpoint. So
Okay, I think it should be mandatory regardless, just because I've never had a situation like that happen, but
yeah,
I've seen it happen to people. I've heard stories that it happened to. I mean, it happened to you. So I think
yeah,
that it should be mandatory across the board,
yeah.
no matter the state, no matter whatever. It should
Right,
just be mandatory, part of
right,
the
right.
child's um, makeup. Couch cousins that are watching with us, let us know your opinion.
Yes. All right, Mike is ready. Let's get into real talk, our main discussion. All right, babe, is sex a need or a want? Hmm. Is it a need or a want?
Okay. So when I think about needs and wants, it's just for me pretty much straight down the line. A need is something you cannot live without. A want is something that you just would like to have. So when we even talk about, like, when I'm teaching needs and necessities and things like that in social studies to my third graders, I always say a need is something that you absolutely can't live without. You can't live without water. You can't live without food.
Yeah.
You have to have some type of housing to protect you from the weather.
Yep.
So I don't think that sex is a need. I do think it's a requirement, though. If you're
Mm,
married, I feel
okay.
like you are required to. I mean, it even says, like, if you don't have sex with, what is it, in the first couple of hours or after you get married, or the first
Was it
24 hours,
consummate the
if you don't
marriage?
consummate the marriage, is it
Yeah.
even a marriage?
Right,
So I
right.
feel like it is definitely a requirement. I don't know that it's a need, because you're not going to die if you don't have sex.
No, you won't. Biologically, no, you will not die if you don't have sex at all throughout the course of your
You're going to be
life.
miserable.
yeah, it'll mess with you, psychologically, emotionally, what I'm saying, something like that. But no, from a biology standpoint, no, you won't die if you don't have sex. But I I think I think it's a
Mm.
yeah, it's a slippery slope. I think it's a me personally, I think it's a need just because of all of the benefits that come from having
And
sex.
what's some of these benefits?
So I looked it up. So I mean it's good for your mood. It's a mood booster. It 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 lets off endorphins and oxytocin in your body. It
It's a stress reliever.
it is a stress reliever. It's exercise. So it having sex has its benefits. Um, and I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like sex feels good. Like it feels good. Like seriously, it feels good. It feels good when you're not like emotionally connected with a person. It still feels good. Like if you're having casual sex, it still feels good.
Casual sex?
Right, right. And then let alone when you find your person and you get married and you have sex, that just cranks it up even more a notch because now there's your
Connection.
there's a level of comfort that you know that even your guard decreases when you get married to that person because you guys have been together for a while, you've confessed your love, you've proven that through your actions, and now it's like, man, this is amazing, man.
Let's see. Lacey says she feels it's a want. She does agree with me, and that she and Kaven just had this conversation not too long ago. I definitely think it's a requirement in a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be there, and a relationship has to be there. You have to have that.
Mm-hmm.
It just builds that connection that
Right.
further feeds your love for that person.
Right. Right.
I do know people. I mean, you got to think it's people that take a covenant that say that they're never going to have sex. For whatever religious beliefs or whatever reason.
Couldn't be
So it's
me.
definitely. I just don't think you're gonna die without it. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll be all right.
But I think if you get married to a person and you start withholding sex from them, that's that
rationing it,
right. But that
rationing it
becomes a
out,
punishment in some sort. So if
man.
you're with somebody and your husband and you get mad at him, you like, I'm not having sex with him for a week. That's a punishment. You shouldn't do that. That's my opinion. You shouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
that's definitely. Now, obviously, if y'all get into an argument and
That's a good
hours
question, Aisha.
hours later, he talking about, come on, hey babe, you want to, and you might still be mad at him. She gonna be like, I'm not. No, don't touch me. Just
But for weeks and months at a time,
Yeah, nah,
no, that's a punishment.
no, 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 no.
Aisha said, prayerfully, you're always capable, but what happens when you can't? Then I think your partner has to understand that, physically right now, she just can't.
Right. So I wonder what Aisha means, like can't.
Like, some people become ill. Some people,
Oh,
you
okay,
know,
okay, okay. Got you. Yeah, that's true because you could get in a you can have a situation where one of the individuals in the relationship, God forbid, have an accident and become paralyzed from the next down, from
and
the
then what
neck
do you
down.
do?
Right.
You said for better or worse.
For
Those are the
better or
vows
for
that you
worse,
took. So
you
in that
know.
situation, I
Yeah.
agree with Aisha. Prayerfully, you're always capable, and you can. But if you
Right.
can't because of something physical, I think that's a conversation that needs to
That
be
you
had.
have to
You have to
have.
have that conversation, and
Mm-hmm.
so,
That's
sometimes
rough.
people will be like, "I'm not doing this."
Yeah, that's rough. And I think also too, it depends on how long you've been a couple.
Hmm.
Like if you only been a couple a year or two, and a freak accident happens, and your mate gets paralyzed from the neck down.
That's a whole nother conversation. But I would still hope like this person would love me enough to say,
I'm
"Hey,
riding with you.
I'm riding with you." But
So, playing let's playing devil's advocate. What if you're the person who becomes paralyzed from the neck down? Would you give that person permission to go and have sex with somebody else?
Knowing me, I probably would say, given my situation, I love
Mm-hmm.
you and all, but I wouldn't want you to, especially early on, like you said,
Yeah, if it's
I
like,
wouldn't want you to have to take care of me for the rest of your life, and I can't give you what you need. I probably would tell you to just move on.
so
Because
just go ahead and
I don't ever want to be a
get a
burden to
divorce.
anybody. So I don't want to be a burden. So like
Mm,
even, health wise, when I become elderly, I don't
right.
want to be a burden to my kids. I wouldn't want to be a burden to my husband.
But see, I think that's
If he
different.
decided that he wanted to stay with me, great. But it's not something that I'm gonna make mandatory. Like, you
Right.
gotta stay. I would want you to still be happy.
I think with that, like if you've been a couple for 20 plus years, 30 plus years, I think that's different. I think, and if one of you become super ill to where you can no longer have sex, I think that's different. I think,
20 years, yeah, you're staying. I'm talking about early
yeah,
on. If
yeah,
we only been dating
I'm
for two
married for a
years,
year or two.
and
Yeah,
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 if we're only dating, then no, go on
yeah,
and live your life.
absolutely.
But if we've been married for 20 some plus years, I would expect you to. I would
Yeah, you
want you
stick
there,
around and you figure it out
and we'll have to figure that out
yeah,
as a couple.
yeah,
Absolutely.
you figure that out as a couple, y'all, and by then you all have been through trials and tribulations and ups and downs in your marriage to where you know you all would discuss and have boundaries and all those
Right.
things. Um,
Aisha said that's messed up. For better or for worse. But Isha, if it's early on and y'all are just dating, you would still expect
yeah,
this person to stay with you?
yeah, 5 years or less. Yeah, 5 years or less.
Now, if we're married 20 plus years, 15 years,
Yeah,
no, I
that's
think
different.
that's different. Y'all,
Yeah,
y'all in there for the
yeah,
long haul.
y'all locked in.
But for a year or two, go
Right,
on, go.
right.
I don't want you to feel obligated. We just dating. We not even married.
But then you got some people who be like, nope. They I don't want to say they act selfish, but people can look at that as a selfish act. No, you said for better or for worse.
But y'all not married. I'm talking about early on, the first 1 or 2 years of y'all dating. If you get
Oh,
into an accident,
okay,
you expect that person to stay with you if you can't sexually
Yeah,
perform.
nah. You shouldn't. You should not expect that person to stay, especially if y'all not married and y'all just been dating.
Isha said not dating but married, no matter the number of years. She thinks
Ooh,
that you should stay for better or for worse.
wee,
That's what I think. If
ooh,
we dating, no, you go ahead about your business. But
ooh,
married is something else. You took a vow.
ooh,
You
man.
took a vow.
Yeah, you did. You did.
That's why I said if you die before me, I don't want nobody. If I die before you, I don't want nobody in there talking about some move on, Derek. That's what she would want. You better die within 24 hours of me. Cause no, the hell I don't want you to be happy without me. No, I'm just playing. No, but seriously, no, I don't want none of my friends comforting you talking about some Derek. It's okay. You'll find another love in your life. You got 24 hours, mister. I'm coming to haunt you.
But I think,
Cry together,
but
lie together. I swear to God, I hope we die together.
yeah, but what I mean, but I think at that, like, if God forbid, if that were to happen, I think I would, me personally, I would just be like, I'm just gonna focus on just getting through this and just trying my best to wake up and be productive and try to be happy throughout the day. That wouldn't really cross my mind,
Okay.
not right out the beginning. Now it may pop up, but again,
We're not going to talk about it
right.
anymore because I'm not dying. All right. Couch Cousins. A month in, were you guys married, Isha, or were you dating? She said a month in, her husband had to have major back surgery, and they've been rocking out for years.
Okay.
Isha, how long you and Tony been married?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So we're going to go on. I'll wait for Isha to put it in the comments, but we're going to move on to the questions that our couch cousins sent us over the break.
Yep.
All right. What show do you pretend to like because your partner loves it? So what show do you pretend to like because I like it?
Ooh.
They've been together for 20 years. And she said, so the question becomes, is the relationship just about sex?
Right.
That's a great point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It can't be just about sex.
Nah,
It can't be.
absolutely. No. But that those kinds of things should be discussed throughout the courtship, into the marriage, and throughout the marriage.
Absolutely.
Those things should definitely be discussed. And if they're not, y'all fooling yourself.
Great commentary, Ish.
A show that you pretend to. I'm gonna say all the vampire shows.
All my vampire shows.
Yeah.
Like, give me one.
The one with Sookie.
True Blood.
Yeah, True Blood.
Oh, I
yeah,
loved
like,
True Blood.
No. I was watching it, but I'm like, no.
Y'all, I was obsessed with True Blood.
Yeah, that wasn't my cup of tea.
Lacey says she doesn't pretend she'll watch it, but football. Lacey is not a big football girl.
She's not a football fan. Okay, all right, your turn. No, I got a feeling, but go ahead.
Power of Force. I don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like the other powers. I just don't like that one.
Oh, the one with Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy's story? Okay.
I don't like I don't know. I don't like it. But I watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right, next question. What's your go-to black movie and 90s R&B song? What's your go-to black movie and 90s R&B song?
My go-to black movie. It's probably between The Color Purple and Coming to America.
Okay.
I think I watch those the most. But now,
oh shit, yeah,
it's Sinners.
Yeah, Sinners done slipped this away
because I watch Sinners at least twice a week now. At this point,
a vampire movie.
I love Sinners. Michael B. Jordan acted so well in that movie.
Yeah.
And
by the way, they have not gotten any kind of award nods at all.
That's a shame. Everybody keeps saying it's the best movie of 2025.
Ryan Coogler's brother.
That's if they don't win an award, I'm a boycott.
Didn't Ryan Coogler do Black Panther?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like, nah, you not. We ain't about to let you go upset everybody and dominate twice. That's messed up. Yeah, Center.
Isha said all the Fridays. Isha, you don't like Friday?
Isha, none of the Fridays?
Oh man.
Wow.
Lacey says she loves Forrest, but she doesn't like Game of Thrones. I've never seen one episode.
I've never watched Game of Thrones. I never had an interest to watch Game of Thrones. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Isha, I can't believe you don't like any of the Fridays. I love them.
Y'all probably went to go see Friday together.
We probably did at least one time. At least one time. We had to have seen it together.
And Isha probably was in there like, yeah, nah, this ain't even.
And I think I probably wore Friday out though.
I ain't even trying to go there.
All right, my R&B song, my 90s R&B song.
Ooh. I'll let you do two.
I'm going to get flack for this just because of the situation that he's in right now. I know I'm going to get flack for it, but I'm going to say it. All About the Benjamins. That was my 90s
That's
song.
not an R&B song.
Oh, you said R&B?
Yeah, R&B, baby.
Okay.
R&B, baby.
Any Mary J. Blige CD, honestly.
Okay. Any Mary J. Blige song that's like R&B. Anybody else? You ain't not one song that just pop up in your head?
A 90s R&B song. Oh, you know the song I loved during the 90s. Come and Talk to Me remix by Jodeci. That I wore that song out.
Yeah. I thought you was gonna bring up Someone to Love by Mint Condition.
You know what? I didn't hear that song in the 90s. I didn't hear that song. No, I didn't hear that until I got to college.
Well, that's the 90s, babe.
I'm talking about like late in my college, like around the time Zion was born in 2000. I'm sorry. Isha said she loves the Fridays.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's yours?
All right. So my black movie and R&B song, I would say after 90 or just black movie. I would say.
See, this is a hard question. Isha said Cupid 112. That was a good song.
I would have to say, man, it's rough because so many good black movies, so many good. I mean, you had that span from '91 when we got hit with Juice, New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, Hard Learning. I mean, it was just so
It
many
was.
amazing movies. But I'm just gonna go with New Jack City because I can watch New Jack City all the time. I can watch Boys in the Hood all the time too.
And we literally watch Boys in the Hood all the time.
Yeah,
He wears it out.
yeah. But I can watch either one of those. And then R&B song. Um, man, it was some sledgehammers.
The 90s was just such a good time to be alive.
We might have to do a whole episode. We just talk about 90. Just, I mean, granted, that's what our Black Line is based off of, but we need to just get on here and just talk about 90s hip hop culture. So
Lacey said it's just too many for music and movies.
Yeah.
It is. This was a tough question.
So an R&B song, I would say one of them was "Breaking My Heart" by Mint Condition.
Isha, remember that story? We got a story.
Pretty brown eyes, that one. And then I would say, and I'm just throwing this out, but it's so many like other ones. But "Quality Time" by High Five.
Oh, High Five.
That was amazing. That was. I mean, there was some. I mean, honorable mention like "Come Inside" by Intro.
Intro. Their "Ribbon in the Sky" version was so dope.
Man, but like I said, it's just so many cold slow jams.
Their "Ribbon in the Sky" remake was just
and I'm gonna say it, and I know people gonna be like, "Oh, really?" But your boy had bangers in the '90s, slow jams, Kales.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about.
I know. But I'm just saying.
You know how I feel about that. Isha got serenaded, but I don't know what grade we were in, but somebody sang "Pretty Brown Eyes" to Isha.
Did they?
Kane Park, yep.
Heck nah.
She got serenaded. I will never forget that.
What was y'all doing like?
Could they sing? I don't even know if we were there.
Could the person sing?
When Isha came back and told us, I think we might have been there. No, I think we were there. Now that I think about it, I'm not 100% sure. I just know she got serenaded in the park. Pretty brown eyes. Go ahead, Isha.
Heck no.
Kissing games. Oh, I loved High Five.
Yeah, High Five was nice.
Y'all have to watch their unsung. It's very sad what happened to that group. It's very, very sad.
Which, I mean, again, you got so many R&B hits.
We're gonna have to come back to that one.
Okay. All righty. So, here we go. Off the cuff. We're gonna go. We got about four of them. We're gonna go through. We're just gonna call them out, and then we'll just say which one we prefer.
Ask your question.
All right.
We argue about this one all the time, y'all.
So the first one: what are deep fried slices of potatoes called? Wedges.
Now, here's the thing: you have deep fried slices of potatoes that are seasoned like French fries and just thrown in the grease. Those are wedges. Then you have deep fried slices of potatoes that have a batter over them and then placed in the oil, and those are called JoJo's. They're two totally different things.
Okay.
So my people in the comments, y'all let me know what are deep fried slices of potatoes called, because if it's not coated in a batter, it is absolutely a wedge. But if it is coated in a batter, it's called a JoJo.
Okay.
And that might just be a Cleveland thing.
It probably is a regional Northeast.
But when I go to what's the place for the chicken, babe?
What, Richie's?
Richie's. I say JoJo's, they know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's probably because that terminology has trickled down to this area, but
I think it's two different things. They're not one and the same.
Here's why I say they're wedges, because when I got to college, there was a Richie's in Frankfort. and there were people from throughout Ohio, from Chicago, Detroit, and Tennessee, and majority of I never heard them called JoJo's. Everybody else called them potato wedges from everywhere.
That's because what you're explaining is a potato wedge.
But
Richie's does not serve wedges. That's called a JoJo.
Okay.
We could debate on this all day long.
All day. All right, you up, babe? What's the next one?
Usher or Chris Brown?
3, 2, 1.
Chris
Usher.
Brown.
I'm going with Usher.
I love both of them. I would love to see both of them on a tour. The ticket would probably cost a mortgage.
$7,000, yeah.
But I would love to see both of them in concert. But for me,
Usher.
I feel like the older that I've gotten, I've come to really, really appreciate Chris Brown. And not just because of the way he looks.
Nah, Chris Brown's tight. But I'm looking at Usher, man. This Joker, this brother, he been in the game for over 30 years almost.
Yeah, he has.
And Usher, and to his credit, I saw a video clip of Tank talk. They were talking about Usher and who was it? I can't remember who it was. And Tank was like, Usher's he's the better performer. He's the better singer. He said Usher, at Usher's age, his voice still can hit different octaves, and he ain't fell off one bit. But yeah, Usher, yeah, and I've never seen Usher, but he got hits.
Hey, Shayla, Isha, and Lacey both said Chris Brown. It's definitely the swag, Isha. It's definitely the swag. I've seen Usher in concert. He puts on a great show. I've never seen Chris Brown. I really, really want to go see Chris Brown in concert. But I think for me with Usher, it's like he can sing, he can dance, he can rap. Usher doesn't rap.
That's because that ain't his...
Right, but that's what I'm saying. He's a triple threat. Chris Brown is a triple threat.
So, okay, but... because Usher's never rapped, that doesn't necessarily mean that he can't.
You're right.
He's just
Maybe
never
he can.
done it.
I don't know. All I'm saying is it's something about Chris Brown, for me, that puts him over the top.
Yeah.
Before Usher. Shayla says she is Team Usher. Okay.
Yeah, Shayla.
All right.
Usher. What do you say? Usher baby. All right. So, next. Flats or drums? 3, 2, 1. Drums.
It doesn't matter to me. As long as they're cooked well.
Drums.
And they're seasoned.
Drums all day. She know. She'll ask me.
We go
every
out.
time whenever we want to order some wings, I don't know why you ask me, because you know what I'm gonna say.
No, I always ask the people, do you want all, because some places won't give you all drums.
No. I know that, but when you ask me where you want to get wings from.
Oh, God, nasty roosters.
I was like, give me some roosters, baby.
That's what I'm saying, Shayla, both of them. As long as they're seasoned properly, fried hard, and moist on the inside, I'm eating them.
Yeah, no, if I order some wings and they don't do just one thing or other, I'm still going to order them and still going to eat them. But if you have the option to do it, yeah, give me all drums.
Lacey and Aisha said flats.
Okay.
I'll eat them both.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, this last one. Ooh.
Okay, so last night when we were figuring out what we were going to talk about today, we actually did a versus of these two groups. So Shayla, I know you being, and Lacey too, you being a hip hop head like me, I know y'all gonna have something to say. So here we go. Outkast or 8 Ball and MJG?
3, 2, 1.
Outkast.
8 Ball and MJG.
Outkast.
Don't get me wrong. I absolutely got nothing but huge love for Outkast.
Mm-hmm.
They are amazing. They help increase the influence of the South. Outkast has done some amazing things, but man, 8 Ball and MJG.
Now let me tell y'all this. When we were doing our verses last night, he kept playing the same record until I told you stop playing the same record.
I played the same album, but I was just going to all their first album it had
sledgehammers on it. Yes,
the first album had 9 songs total, and they had 7 bangers on there. Like, come on. And they like they have not gotten their just due.
They are definitely underrated.
They have never gotten their just due. And they came out a year prior to Outkast.
They're definitely underrated.
But because I just think because of them coming out of being from Memphis, and even though they were with Suave House and Tony Draper and them were out of Houston, at the time, Houston was like hip hop in Houston was the Ghetto Boys, and that was it. And you got to be a real hip hop head to like, you know what I'm saying, be down with the Ghetto Boys and know about the Ghetto Boys. But
hey Carrera.
But when I first heard 8 Ball and MJG, I was like, because my roommate Station, he had came back from I think spring break or something, or we came back in the fall, something I don't know. But anyway, he popped that tape in. I was like, who? Because when we first met, Station was playing all that fast booty shaking Luke music, that bass. He was playing all that fast stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. If you in the party or in the club, shake your head. Nah, Station was playing that. But then he came back to school after a break and popped in. He said, Derek, check these niggas out. Man, I was like, who are they? And after that,
I learned about 8 Ball and MJG. My brother and I, we had rooms that connected at one point with just a door and another point through a closet. And he played 8 Ball and MJG to the point where I was like, who are these guys? They're dope. I love them. But I agree with Shayla. Outkast to me is more relatable to me. Mm-hmm. And I do think that they appeal to a wider audience, just like Shayla mentioned. But for me, it's gonna be Outkast all day and twice on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like I said, both groups amazing. You know, like in the 90s, 8 Ball and MJG and Outkast were definitely had huge influence on the culture.
Definitely.
But like you said, Outkast was definitely more of a crossover group. You know.
Shayla says she don't think she's ever heard you say ninjas.
Oh, really?
But if you only knew.
Yeah. But yeah.
I had another question that I posted on my Facebook page, and y'all went in on this one. I posted this in one of the groups that I'm in too, so I want to get y'all take on this.
Got another question.
So this question, it was again last night we were listening, and I said, Outkast, do we have? You got Liberation and Spodioty Dopalicious. I know I messed that all up, didn't I?
Spodioty Dopalicious, yeah.
So which one, Couch Cousins, are y'all choosing? Is it Liberation or say it again, right?
I'm gonna pick Spodioty Dopalicious.
Okay.
I would pick that one. That one's always one of my favorites off of that. You know me, I'm a beat person. I like the beat was just so cool, mellow. When them horns came in, man, that song was just nice. It was just that's my whole thing. That beat kicked in. It started out. Remember the drums? You know, the drums came in real slow, and then it got louder, and then they hit you with damn, James. And I remember you told me like, babe, did you know that she was talking about good times?
I thought, and I lost my black card a couple of years ago because I thought that he just said damn. Yeah. I didn't know he said damn James.
Yeah.
Man, I got my black cards taken so quick that day.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's the one I'm picking.
Yeah, that opening to Liberation is that, man. And then when Erykah Badu, smoke in your face, you're a super boy, quit playing. Liberation goes hard. I choose Liberation. Shayla says she chooses it. And we had quite a few people comment, and it was probably like 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still, and that's a really dope album too. But me personally, the first one gonna always be my favorite. Yeah, just because, you know, the time when I heard it, I was in college. I was 20, and we had never heard nothing like that, you know. And when that hey Peaches,
yeah,
I mean hey players, man, what? So yeah.
All right, couch cousins, we're nearing the end of the show, so let's get our positive shot. Babe, what's your positive shot for this week? We are doing dry January, so this is water.
Yes, this is my water bottle.
Ding.
All right, so our positive shot this week. After getting what you prayed for, pray for discipline to keep it and wisdom to cultivate it.
I like that.
Okay. After getting what you prayed for, pray for discipline to keep it and the wisdom to cultivate it. And I think that's extremely important because any human being on earth who believes in God or believes in a higher power than themselves and they pray, um, you know, pray for what you want to pray for, and if your God blesses you with that, make sure that you practice the discipline to keep it. And if you don't know what to do, ask. Say, hey, like,
Show me.
ask. Like, praise. Like, how do I keep this? What do I do to do the right thing to keep this? And then learn from that. And you pray, or somebody might give you some advice, and then cultivate it. Everybody knows that cultivating, do stuff to make it grow. Like, you got a plant, you do things to make it grow. Water it, put it in the sun, all that
Sing
stuff.
to it.
Yeah, sing.
I sing to my plant.
But yeah, have create or build the wisdom to cultivate it. So one of the things that in our wedding ceremony is I said that I prayed for you, and I can't remember for verbatim, but I prayed to God to get the girl of my dreams.
Aww.
And once that happened, I was like, okay, I got to make sure, because this quote resonates with me. Okay, I got to make sure that I got the discipline to keep it, you know. But I think if you stay true to yourself and what you're in, and be intentional, I think the discipline is just going to be second nature to you. And then the cultivating of that is just being intentional with you, just, and even in any relationship that you're in, be intentional. We talked about that, what, episode 2, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3, something like that. So just, be intentional. But again, whatever you pray for, whether it's finances, whether it's health, whether it's a stronger relationship, whether it's, if you got kids, you want your kids to be successful.
You want to lose this weight.
You want to lose weight. You want to buy a house. You want to buy a car. Whatever the case may be, just, one, be true to yourself and be true to God's blessings or whatever, and appreciate them, and then have the discipline to keep it, and have the wisdom to cultivate it.
Absolutely. I like that one. Demetrius Holloway said, no effort, no success.
Big Meech. What's up, baby?
Demetrius. I'm Big Meech.
Yeah, Big Demetrius. Me and him we graduated high school together. Central High School, class of 92, baby. But the
Heights High, class of 97.
Yeah.
Tigers.
But yeah, Demetrius, if I ain't mistaken, he just retired he was a lawyer for, I don't know, almost about 30 years or so. But yeah, he's a retired lawyer out of Louisville. He diehard Cards fan. Funny thing is, Demetrius was like, when we were going through high school, he was a small dude. Man, once we graduated, we seen him. It was like, bruh, where does size come from? So, but nah, Demetrius always being cool, love sports, always talk stuff about sports with us. So yeah, he's a good dude, Alrighty. So I feel like we can talk some more about all kind of stuff.
We could, but your game is about to come on.
That's all right. We can go for a little bit if you want to talk about stuff, or are you done?
My shoulder hurts a little bit, guys. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I might need to go take some medicine. I don't know what I did to my shoulder. I went to the doctor yesterday. He's lying.
No, I'm
I went to
lying.
the
I'm
doctor
lying.
yesterday. I went to the doctor. You better quit playing. They're gonna think that mean you beating on me, boy.
Oh, we can definitely talk about no, we
I'm
can't.
not gonna say the name, but
Yeah,
I
no,
went to the doctor yesterday
we
to
can't
get
talk
because
about
I've been
that.
hurting for about a month now.
We can't talk
Finally get
about
in to
that.
go to the appointment,
Don't do
and
it. Don't do
they
it.
gonna tell me I don't have no insurance.
Don't do
I
it,
do
babe.
have insurance. What the hell do you mean I don't have insurance? We went to the open enrollment
Yeah.
and we sat down and we had our jobs benefits department fill out the stuff for us.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get seen yesterday.
Yeah.
So when I got home, my husband made me a makeshift sling out of a scarf, and it made my arm feel better. But then he went to Walgreens and bought me a sling, but I feel like it was a little bit too loose. So then my son brought me this one from Children's. I don't know where he got it from, but he gave it to me, and I've been wearing it all day. So yeah, that's my story. I don't know what I did to my shoulder, y'all. So
Yeah.
y'all pray for your girl and just pray that I
Yes.
don't have to have surgery. Because
Yes,
I don't have no
absolutely.
time for surgery right now. I just don't.
Right. That's that'll be back to back years of having
Right. I don't want to
surgery.
do another. And then I would have to wait into the summertime to get it. I'm not spending another summer laid up trying to heal from a surgery. So y'all please
Dang.
pray for me.
Dang, the whole time since we've been together, you'd had two surgeries two surgeries in a yeah.
3 surgeries. I had emergency gallbladder surgery, a hysterectomy.
Yeah. What else?
Oh no, that's it. Yeah, 2 surgeries. Let's just pray I don't have to have a third one, y'all.
Oh, when you had to get the liver biopsy. Does that
That's
count
not a
or
surgery though.
Okay.
No, that's just a
Yeah.
procedure.
Yeah. So pray for my baby. Pray that it
Look at
ain't
my
nothing.
little shoulder. I look pitiful. Look at me.
Yeah. Hopefully it ain't nothing major. It's just a strain and they can let her do PT to get her feeling better.
So y'all pray for me.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap for today's episode of Couples Couch.
Follow us on all our socials. Tune in next. We're trying to figure out if Thursday or Saturday is the best way to do it. So
y'all definitely put your comments in and babe, go ahead and post something.
I am. I'm gonna post to see if Saturdays are better or Thursday. I think we got a better response on Thursdays, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have you guys tune in next Thursday and keep sending your questions. Don't forget to follow our business pages at Soul Signature Designs on Instagram. So if you need some nice beaded jewelry, I do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just a very creative person. Necklaces, anything beaded, I can do that for you. And I'm on Facebook at Soul Signature. And don't forget to follow our apparel line. We are Black Line on IG. Derek will put the links in the captions.
Yeah. So much love. We'll see y'all next week on Couples Couch,
where Black love kicks back, gets real, and definitely laughs out loud.
Hey. Make sure you get your ass off the couch and love on your spouse.
Peace. Thank you guys for tuning in to our 8th episode. It will be uploaded tomorrow on our YouTube channel at Couples Couch 24. We're out of here. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap with our little outro music.
Is there music playing on there?
It was, yeah.
If you tuned in late, make sure you go to our YouTube channel and watch us from the beginning.